I'm Mike, a barista and a coffee roaster, and I'm going to give you my 6-month review on the Breville Barista Express. So this machine has been at my family's house for the past 6 months. Being in the coffee industry, it is also quite unlikely that I get to spend so much time with a home espresso machine. But thanks to lockdown here in New Zealand, myself and the Breville have gotten to know each other rather well. The Breville is also in my family's home with 5 big coffee drinkers, so this has given me extra tools and resources to give you a more accurate 6-month review. I've been fortunate enough to have used many home and commercial espresso machines, and this review has been carried out on the basis that the Barista Express is an entry-level espresso machine. Before the Barista Express, I would have never actually recommended a Breville, but now they do have their place in the market. Let's get started. To kick things off, I'm going to start by listing the things that I don't like about the Barista Express, followed by the things that I do like about it. I'm also going to do another video with tips and tricks on ideas to fine-tune the Breville Barista Express that I have found, and particularly over the last 4 weeks of being locked down here in New Zealand. Things I don't like about the machine. The Breville Barista Express does feel a little bit cheap. There is a lot of plastic on it, some of the bits and pieces do feel quite low quality, and the build quality is questionable. For example, the pressure gauge in this machine has already started working. I do understand there are other few regular issues that the Breville Barista Express does experience, and for example, the portafilter does feel quite light and lower quality. Second is the grinder. This is a love or hate relationship, as I'm also going to discuss the grinder and things that I do like about the machine. But what I don't like about the built-in grinder is the flexibility to go very fine. I do understand that there is another grind adjustment inside the hopper here where you've got the ability to make the burrs even closer, so you've got more adjustment with the grinding dial over here. However, the grinder does not have the ability to go super fine and create a super consistent, even amount of grinds, which is understandable in an entry-level machine, but if you do want to experiment with some real super light roast or some roasts that do require a really fine grind size, this is not the machine for you. The third thing that I don't like about the machine is the water pressure and the consistency of it. It does have a pre-infusion, which is a pretty cool feature for an entry-level machine. However, I've noticed that the water pressure is not consistent, meaning that you're not going to be always getting very consistent espresso. This is understandable again in an entry-level machine, but it is an important factor that I have noticed. The fourth and final thing that I dislike about the Breville Barista Express is the steam wand and how horribly slow it is. So this adjustment here turns the steam wand on, and we have to wait a long time for the steam wand to turn on. When I say long time, I mean really long time. Now I'm going to go through some things that I do like about the Barista Express. And I'm going to start off with number 1 is the built-in grinder. Yes, I do dislike that it cannot go fine enough. However, the built-in grinder is a game changer. It is really great in terms of ergonomics. It's practical as the grinder is built in within the machine, so you don't need a whole complete separate unit. This saves a lot of bench space, and it also saves a lot of mess and having to clean up. What I do like about the built-in grinder as well is the dosing functionality. It's really easy to use, and you can increase or decrease the dose simply by just adjusting this knob over here. The second thing that I do like about the Breville Barista Express is how easy it is to use and how well thought out it was made. All of the buttons, dials are very easy to use. The grind adjustment is just over here. This is your dose, your volumetric buttons are over here. If you know your way around an espresso machine, then you probably don't even need the manual for one of these. And if you don't know your way around the espresso machine, the user manual is is easy, it's small to read, and it also includes this really good quick start guide, which Breville have really simplified the process on how to make coffee and use the espresso machine. They also include an extraction guide here, which is super user friendly and super helpful in getting you good tasting espresso. The next thing that I like about it is that the machine includes everything you need, and it is very well thought out. The tamper, for example, has a little magnet at the top here where you can stick it back up to the machine. It includes a whole bunch of different portafilter baskets depending on the type of use. It even includes a little leveling tool for dosing and distribution of the portafilter. It includes a milk jug, cleaning chemicals, a milk jug, and everything you need except for beans and milk to make good espresso straight away. This probably leads on to the next thing, is that the Breville Barista Express is really good value for money. So overall, it is a good entry-level machine that includes everything that you need to start making good espresso straight away. So this concludes my 6-month review on the Barista Express. Overall, I just want to point out that it is an entry-level machine, and like I discussed about the things that I don't like about it, the machine is not going to be extremely consistent or not have the ability to play with a whole wide variety of super fine or super light coffee roasts. But overall, it does have the ability to make good espresso, and it's got great ergonomics. It's a great machine that has everything built in one, and it is a very good machine that sits on your kitchen bench without making a whole lot of mess. So overall, I do like the machine for its price point, but if you do want to experiment with some different types of coffees or do really want to up your coffee game to the next level, then I would not recommend the machine. So I'm going to carry out another video that gives you a few tips and tricks to fine-tune the Breville Barista Express. I'm going to post this in a few weeks. If you like this video, please do subscribe for some coffee tutorials. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you there.